Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am making some sweet treats for the holidays for Thanksgiving. And I have my mom. Come on. We're doing an intro. Say hello to the camera. Hi there. That's my mom. She's going to be cooking with me. So we're going to get everything set up and we'll be back in just a second. Alright guys, the first thing we're going to be making is apple crisp stuffed baked apples, which I'm super excited to show you guys how to make. We're going to be making our crust first. Before I cut up my butter, I'm going to show you guys what I use. Where did I put it though? So I don't have to be lactose free all the time, but I choose to because my stomach's a little bit better. So I get this butter at Sprouts. So I just wanted to let you guys know before I cut this up. I'll be back with the ingredients to start in just a second. Okay, so ingredients for starting this. Those are our apples we're going to use, but we're going to start by making the crust. So I have 4 tablespoons of my lactose-free butter, cubed in there, chilled. Then we have a ½ teaspoon of cinnamon. I have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and I use the pink Himalayan salt. Then in the back right here, I have a 1/4 cup of gluten-free oats. Everything I use will be gluten-free because I have to be gluten-free. I like the Bob Mills gluten-free oatmeal. And then right here, I have a 1/3 cup of brown sugar, and then I have a ½ cup of gluten-free flour. So that's what we're gonna mix together for our crust. So far I've whisked all the ingredients together except for the butter, and now it's telling me to use my hands to mix in the rest. So time to get dirty. Mix until crumbly. Okay, so now that it's nice and crumbly, I'm setting it aside. I'm going to peel and chop up 4 apples, get the butter ready, and everything else that I need, and I'll be back to show you the next step. So now I'm heating up 4 tablespoons more of that lactose-free butter, and then a 1/3 cup of brown sugar and ½ a teaspoon of cinnamon, and then we chopped up 4 of the apples out of the 8 that we had, and also peeled them. And they should be tiny chops like this because they are going to be the stuffing of the apples.
Oh, we lost a few.
R.I.P. No, Minnie, it's not for you. No apples for you. Okay, so I just melted down the butter, the brown sugar, and the cinnamon so that it looks liquidy like so. And now I'm going to fold in all of the chopped up apples. And I was not prepared. I don't have a big enough pan, but we are going to make it fit and fry. So that's half the apples. Think thin apples. There we go. It'll fit. And now we're just gonna fold this into that lovely syrup, and it says to cook on or saute on medium heat for just about 8 minutes. So after I finish mixing this in, I'm gonna put a lid on top of this pan and let them sit for a little bit. All right, so while I'm baking that on the stove, the apples, I chopped off the tops of all of these apples, and now I'm going to start coring out. So you want just a thin layer around, and you want to get core it all the way deep in so that you can fill these suckers up with all of goodness. So you guys might be looking at this like it's a lot of butter and it's a lot of brown sugar, and how is this healthy? Every freaking time. Hello? Yeah, baking powder. All right, bye. Okay, so when you go to a party and there's pumpkin pies and all the other stuff, it is filled with whole milk, heavy whipping cream, a buttloads and buttloads of sugar, and all this extra additive stuff. So these are just healthier options that still have sweetness, but it's a good alternative instead of all the cheesecakes and everything like that. So I think these are gonna taste bomb. Also, if you guys don't like using brown sugar, there is a stevia version of a brown sugar, which is less sugar and I believe less calories, but I'm trying to stay away from aspartame and as much of the fake ingredients they have with the sugar-free stuff lately. So it's your choice. I do the lactose-free butter in most of these that I'm gonna be making for you guys, but totally what you guys wanna do. I'm just giving you options, throwing them out there. I'm going to finish up coring these apples, and then I will stuff them and show you what I'm gonna do next. All right, so all of the insides are cooked and look delicious. I scooped all cored out the apples, and I put them on parchment paper just because I don't know how they're gonna bake, if they're gonna stick to the pan or not, so just in case. But now we're gonna take that filling we just made, fill up each individual apple all the way to the top. Then we are gonna add our crumbs on top of it and bake into a 400-degree oven for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so next thing that we're making is pumpkin pie truffles, right? Pumpkin pie truffles, okay. So I don't have any more mixing bowls because I'm currently in the middle of making the crazy dough on the same time.
No,
so
you need a food processor.
You also need a food processor for this. Oh, there's that. Thanks, Mom. So we need a food processor. So my mom brought over her Vitamix, and we are taking a 1/4 cup of smooth almond butter, unsalted.
There's your can opener.
This is not gonna work. Hold on, I got this. It's smooth, so it pours.
Oh, it does?
In my dreams. It does not.
In your dreams.
In a spoon. It looked like it was gonna be all like melty and stuff, but I was very mistaken. This is very thick and not that melty. Okay. Press that sucker in there.
And hopefully get it out of there.
All right, that's about a 1/4 cup of said almond butter. Okay, so next we're taking a 1/4 cup of baby food, AKA pumpkin puree. And the baby mush.
That looked lovely.
Healthy is tasty, I swear. All right, now we need a 1/4 cup of melted coconut butter.
Yep.
So, my word, people. So, my favorite is coconut spread right here. I use it on toast and all that good stuff. So now I gotta figure out how to get a 1/4 cup of it out. Coconut butter. Pop that in there.
2 teaspoons maple syrup.
2 teaspoons of the syrup of maple.
We're using dark maple.
We are using dark maple. From Trader Joe's, because we're fancy like that.
And I'm gonna grab that for Karen, so I don't forget.
Now what, Mother?
And then 3/4 teaspoon pumpkin pie mix.
3
Or pumpkin
quarters?
pie spice. Pumpkin pie spice.
Pumpkin pie spice. Trace. Okay.
Then a pinch of salt.
Almond butter was unsalted. You need salt, so I just use, again, pink Himalayan salt, as always. And
Less than that, just a little pinch.
a pinch
There you go.
of salt. Coconut of flour, tablespoon.
You have to open
So I
it.
got gluten-free, it's gotta be gluten-free, coconut flour. For those of you that have not watched my previous videos, I do have celiac disease.
How come you're not going on? Is your plug good?
Yes.
What the?
I think your food processor is not working.
Hang on.
Mystery solved. She didn't turn it on. Now that we have it on, it should
Turn
blend.
it on.
Presto. Okay, so now we're gonna add an extra teaspoon of coconut flour because after mixing it's still sticky. So you can add 1 to 2. We're gonna start with 1 and see if that helps turn this into a little dough. Okay, so we're making little balls because it's holiday season. Look how cute. Okay, so our little balls, they made 22 of them. They're these sizes. I just put them on parchment paper. We're gonna pop these into the fridge and set them for 30 minutes and then be back. So now we're getting a bowl like this, and we're going to melt our chocolate first. This is the chocolate I got, but you can also get, they have sugar-free Hershey Kisses at Fry's. There is a 10-calorie difference per serving if you want to get 10 calories less. Otherwise, these are still pretty good, and they're gluten-free.
Okay, what you want to do is start the water to boil.
So I'm gonna start some boiling water.
That's what
So this calls for 6 ounces of dark chocolate. Dropped one. So I'm gonna do basically half of the bag into this little bowl. And then next we are going to have coconut oil. I use the organic refined, 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon of oil, coconuts.
kind of mix it around.
With my hands.
No, with a spoon or something.
Mixing it.
So the oil covers it.
So good. Our chocolate all oiled up.
But
What if you just step on it?
because it doesn't look very...
It's clean, it's in a bag. This is the fastest and easiest way to crush up your sliced almonds. Okay, so we coated our chocolate with some coconut oil, and now we have boiling water. Popping in our dish with the chocolate, making it like a little double broiler. 30 hours later. So now that these have chilled in the fridge for over 30 minutes and we melted our chocolate, we are just going to dip it in with about a skewer, kind of turn it over, and then you are going to sprinkle anything that you'd like. We are going to be using some chopped up almonds today, and then you're just going to place it back onto another parchment paper. And you can either let it cool here or you can put it back in the fridge. Okay, so let me just adjust. I just spent a whole day cooking for you guys to try and find 3 good recipes for a healthier desserts for Thanksgiving. 2 were good, the 3rd one wasn't a good idea. So the 2 that I made was the stuffed apple crisp apple. It's actually so good. I haven't baked this yet. I just did the filling, and then I'm gonna bake it for 10 to 15 minutes in a 400-degree oven, and then you can put, like with ice cream, I would use the Halo Top vanilla flavor. Halo Top is a protein ice cream, but it tastes bomb. Another option. And then I also made these chocolate pumpkin covered truffles, and they are bomb.com. So when you have Thanksgiving and you have a lot of sweets, you know there's gonna be like cheesecake, pumpkin cakes, all that kind of stuff. When you make your own food and your own desserts, you know what's going into it. So as far as sugar additives, there's substitutions for using coconut sugar instead of like the cane and the raw sugar. Also, I used lactose-free butter. And for brown sugar, I think I said this earlier in the video, I may or may not have cut it out, but brown sugar, there is a stevia brown sugar, which is not as much sugar, but I'm trying to stay away from aspartame and the sugar chemical that they put in to make it not real sugar. So there's that. But these 2 recipes, if you guys want to try them, let me know how it goes. I think they taste delicious, especially the reason that it's healthier for the chocolate covered truffles is because they are so rich and they're small that you actually don't have to eat a lot of them to get full and that sweet flavor that you normally would with, like, let's say a whole slice of cheesecake. Like for me personally, I only want to eat 1 or 2 of these, and that's going to save me from having a whole thing of cake. And this apple, you can use, I used Honeycrisp apples, you can use Fiji apples, but if you guys want to take smaller apples and make more for like a party, you totally can. I was just making them bigger so that they're easier to do for my first time and prettier for the camera. But I tried making cinnamon roll for you guys, the crazy dough. I will link down below still that ingredient list if you guys want to try it. It just didn't work out for me and what I was using. So I don't know if it was the brand of gluten-free flour that I bought, or if maybe it needs real milk and not almond milk. I don't know what I substituted that made it so dry, but they didn't turn out good, so that's that. But I hope you guys have a great holiday. If you have any questions about any other substitutions that you guys want to use, let me know. Also, instead of using a syrup, like a maple syrup, I could have used a maple flavoring there's just a couple thoughts. And if you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Also, never forget to subscribe, hit that little button down there. And when I click the little bell right here, ding, keep you extra notified when I make an awesome video. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed to my Instagram, you need to go add me. I always post different meal ideas that I have throughout the day and cool fun facts, and also this hoodie that says watch me. And then if you can read the back, hopefully, I will pause for a second. But this is a quote that I personally made up for myself about 2 to 3 years ago, and I kind of live by it when I get scared of going to the gym. It's just an automatic assumption. Going to a gym, you're brand new, you're nervous, and you just feel like people are gonna watch you. So what I tell all of the girls that ever come and ask me how to get over that, I just say, have the watch me attitude. Like, watch me now, see where I'm at now, and you'll see me 3 months from now, and you will be amazed because you're gonna see my progress and my strength and my determination and me being here every single day. So it's almost like telling everyone to suck it if they are judging. This is the attitude and the confidence you need to tell yourself in the gym, and it will work. Trust me, it happened to me because I was bigger as going to the gym. I was nervous and I have confidence, and this helped me. So if you guys like this hoodie, it's super freaking soft. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's the softest thing in the world. Gorilla Gains apparel. Just Google Gorilla Gains, G-A-I-N-Z, and use my discount code Ashlyn15. It'll save you 15% off. Get them while they're hot because they've already sold out once. So they're probably gonna sell out again. They're in this green color and black. And I'm gonna leave it with that. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Okay, so I said the cinnamon rolls kind of came out crummy, but the inside of the cinnamon rolls aren't that dry. And I made a just powdered sugar, a little bit of vanilla, and some almond milk as a sugar topping. It's not terrible. It tastes like a cinnamon roll, but if you can see, they're kind of dried on the outside. So maybe I did make 3 things. You just gotta eat the center of them. The outside of the dough is crunchy, but the center is good. And I have not told you, like, I can't tell you the last time I had a gluten-free cinnamon roll. I don't even know if I've ever had one. And they're not bad. So I'm gonna leave it in the video, and maybe I've made 3 things for you guys. Good night.